Hi guys, Annie Akopian here, your realtor with Coldwell Banker Hallmark Realty. I have a guest with me today, Edwin Davidian from House America Financial.
Hi, Annie.
Hi, Edwin. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here. Now, the reason I have Edwin here is because he's an amazing loan officer, and I've been working with him for almost 20 years, consistent basis. That means he's a good one.
Thank you,
He's
Annie.
a great loan officer. Now, there is a new program that's coming into the market, and we wanted to share that information with you directly from the lender himself.
Yeah.
So you get educated on the program, and if this is something you or someone you know wants to take advantage of, all you have to do is connect with one of us. So let's talk about the new program, the exciting program that we're hearing about.
I think it's a great program. It's the CalHFA program, Ani, that basically, state of California, this is the third round that they're doing. That they're giving up to $150,000 to qualified borrowers to buy a property. Okay. So basically, the borrowers have to be a first-time home buyer.
So let's talk a little bit about who qualifies as a first-time home buyer.
Great question. Definition of first-time home buyer, it's someone who hasn't had a property in the last 3 years.
Okay.
Okay? So if somebody had a house 7 years ago, they sold it, they're still first-time home buyer.
Okay.
Okay? So first-time home buyer. Second, they have to be first-generational home buyer. And the definition of that is their parents, the borrower's parents, cannot own a property at the time that they are buying a property.
Okay. But if they are a husband and wife, one of the parents is supposed to not own a property during that transaction.
Correct. And that's in the United States.
In the U.S. Okay.
So that's that. In LA County, the maximum income that someone can make is $168,000.
Okay. Is that combined income between husband and wife, or how does that work?
It's a combined income. $168,000. But if we see that, if we add, let's say husband and wife, if we add the spouse to the income of the wife to the husband's income, it exceeds the 168. Well, we don't have to put the wife on the loan, and hopefully we can qualify only with the husband's income.
And in that case, the wife can always be on title.
Correct.
And of course, we always recommend them to create a trust after close of escrow. So in reality, it really does not matter.
Yep.
The key here is to be creative and make sure you guys take advantage of this opportunity. What else is required?
And the maximum that the borrower, if they wish, they can put out of their pocket is 5% of the purchase price.
Okay, so 5% down is the max that they can put down.
Correct. If they wish, if they want to.
Okay, so if you want to put 5%, you're welcome to do so. If you don't have the funds or you don't want to, no worries. It still is fine.
Exactly. And it's full documented program. That means with tax returns and W-2s.
Right.
And also for self-employed borrowers, okay, we can go with the latest 1-year tax return. So in this case, 2025 tax return.
Which means if you own your own business, you can just file your 2025 taxes and take advantage of this opportunity with only 1-year taxes, versus if you work for an entity, then you need to have your W-2s for 2 years in order to qualify for this loan.
Correct. And one more thing that I think it's important to talk about, this $150,000, it's not free money. Okay?
It's not a grant. So sometimes there are programs that are grants, which you don't ever have to give back.
Correct.
But this specific one is a bit different, and it's very important for you guys to understand how it's actually different. And let's talk about that.
So it's called Shared Appreciation Program. Okay? So let's talk about, for example, you're buying a property for $800,000. Okay? And you were lucky enough to get the lottery and win the lottery, and you use the $150,000 to buy the house. Well, $150,000 on $800,000 is about 19% down payment. So state of California is partnering up with you with 19% ownership in the property, right? Whatever the amount of that they've given you divided by the purchase price.
Right.
Okay? So let's say that $800,000, 7 years later, you sell the property for $1 million, right? So your gain is $200,000, right?
Right.
So you have to pay back the original $150,000 plus 19% of the $200,000, whatever the gain was.
The difference.
Yeah.
Right.
And the beauty of that is, first of all, on that $150,000, borrowers do not make a payment. I mean, it's basically free money. But the state of California says, you know what? I'm in it with you, and I'm in it with the appreciation. You don't have to make any payments. But when you sell, you pay back my money and plus whatever percentage of the gain that you had from the sale of the property.
Right. So basically, from what I'm understanding, is state of California is helping first-time home buyers to get their first step into home ownership.
Absolutely.
Because we do come across a lot of people that are actually making a lot of decent money monthly, but for some reason they're having hard time saving the money,
Yes.
and they just don't have that strong down payment. Now, when state of California is gifting you this money, well, not gifting
It's
you,
not a
but
gift.
when state of California is giving this money to you, it's not free money, but it also allows you to not pay that payment. But when the time comes for you to either sell, pay off, or refinance the property, that's when you have to pay it back. Now, the key, from what I understand, is on the first refi, you don't necessarily have to pay that money back, but you can if you wanted to.
Sure.
But for your second refinance, then it's mandatory you do have to pay it
Absolutely
back.
correct, yes.
Or when the loan is up and you're
have to pay
paying
it
it off, or when you're selling it.
Correct.
Right?
Yes. Yes.
So I don't know about your suggestion, but my suggestion would be, if you're taking advantage of this program, pay them back ASAP. Because the longer you hold on to this, the longer you're building equity. And that's called wealth in real estate. So the longer you hold on to it, your equity goes higher, your money is going, it's going up.
I mean,
So you're going to have to pay more. So if you can,
pay
it right away.
If you can, but for some people, potentially they're putting 20% down,
Right.
and they don't have to make any payments. And it's really helping them for their lifestyle, with the economy and so on and so forth. Because if they pay it back, that means they have to borrow the money to pay it back, right? So sure, if you can afford it, pay it back as soon as possible. But if you can't, then just let it be there.
Right.
And you pay them back whenever you sell, or you refinance the second time around, and so on and so forth.
Right. Now, this program is not for everyone, my friends. But if you think this is the right thing for you, or anyone you can think of, contact one of us. You guys know me. Now you know Edwin. Contact us. We're only a phone call away.
Yep.
And we'll sit down with you, both of us, and do the general
Absolutely.
qualification process, and you guys can meet the requirements. Then wonderful. Now, we do have a deadline to meet for this specific program.
It's February 24th until March 16th. And it's
Okay.
not a first come, first serve. As long as you are pre-approved by the 24th, for example, and then you just have to upload your information to CalHFA, and it's a lottery system, which means I think right now they're telling us there's no specific date when the lottery is going to come out, but it seems it's towards May, the end of May, beginning June, that the names will come out of all the winners, right?
Okay.
And then they have, usually in the past, they had 90 days. If your name comes out, you get a letter letting you know that you were the winner of the lottery, and you have 90 days to buy a property. But usually in the past, even if you cannot find a property within 90 days, I think you can get an extension as well.
Awesome. So from what we've done so far, we had a bunch of clients that came in. We did the pre-qualification.
Yep.
Some felt comfortable processing it themselves for the application, while others did not. So we made appointments to meet with Edwin and his team, so they would actually do the application for our clients, which is very generous of them to do. So that could also happen. So they would normally send you a link, and you get to submit your pre-approval letter.
Yep.
So this is why it's actually important to connect with us prior to
The 24th.
the 24th, because that pre-approval letter is one of the documents that's required for the application. Then obviously, then you process the application, submit it in. up until March,
March
what is
16th.
it? 16th. And anyone can apply for this as long as they qualify.
Yep.
Then you kind of sit back and wait and see whose name's going to be picked out.
That's right.
And who's going to be the lucky winner. Do we know roughly how many people
Yeah, they're
will be
talking about,
winners?
yeah, because this time around the budget is $300 million. And they're averaging about $120,000 per applicant. So they think about 2,200 families or 2,200 applicants, they're going to qualify for this.
Okay, that's better than actual lottery.
Yeah, probably, yes.
I mean, you still have a higher chance of getting it rather than that one person in the lottery game.
That's right. So I think it's a good program. If you are qualified and you win it, I think it's an amazing program to get this.
Right. And then you'll have 90 days, and we'll find you a property within 90 days, and you'll become a homeowner.
That's it.
So I'm Annie Akopian, your realtor.
Edwin Davidian.
From House America Financial. We're always here to serve all your real estate needs, and we'll always bring you up to date with new programs and real estate updates. Contact us.